Hey everyone, welcome to my first video here at Sweetbay Knits. My name is Rebecca and you can find me on Instagram as Sweetbay Knits and you can find me on Ravelry as citizenhappy. I will leave those links down below in the description box. So this is my first video over here on this channel. I used to do my knitting videos on a different channel called the Fibretopia. I used to have a hand-dyed yarn shop on Etsy called the Fibretopia, and so I have not done that for quite a while, but when I wanted to do knitting videos on YouTube, I went under the Fibretopia name because that was just the name I could think of. So I haven't done any knitting videos over there for probably about a year, and I've been thinking ever since my last video that I really wanted to change things up. And so I have started a new blog, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, all of it under Sweetbay Knits. And so I have just this week started kind of changing everything up. And so if you go to my Instagram or my blog, it looks a little bleak, a little empty, but that will change shortly because this is just where I'll be sharing my knitting content. So in this video today, I'm going to be sharing my current works in progress, recently finished objects, my recent acquisitions. I have quite a lot of new things to share with you all, and future knitting projects. So I'm kind of in the swing of Christmas knitting right now. And so most of my finished objects are Christmas presents, and I don't think that anyone's going to find this video before Christmas. So I don't think anyone's gonna have to click away. So let's start off with recently finished objects. I'm gonna start off with a non-Christmas project. It is the Fable tee by Alicia Plummer. I started this in January, I believe. I think this is my New Year's Eve cast on for 2021. And this is in Little Fox Yarn Linea in the tea room color. And I like this, but I don't love it. I do believe my gauge was just a little bit off, but I just kept going with it. It fits fine, but the yoke and the shoulders kind of don't fit perfectly. And I picked up more stitches along the neckband because it was very wide and deep, the V, and I am petite, I'm short, so it wasn't working out. Just, I had to do, I think, every other. I think you're supposed to do every 3 out of 4. I did 2 out of, I might have that wrong. I picked up more stitches, or maybe it was less stitches to kind of, I picked up less stitches to make it smaller. That's what it was. I really liked the pattern. It was easy to follow. This yarn is a little bit scratchy, but I think that's because of the linen content. I think this would soften up if I could wash it more, but I've blocked it and it grew quite a bit. So I think I'm just gonna have to deal with the scratchiness. I won't be wearing it anytime soon anyways because it's getting cold here. I'll just have to deal with the scratchiness and just let it soften over time. But it's a really great light shirt for summer. Next, my Halloween socks. This is the only post that I have on my Instagram right now. So I love shopping the Sewrella Yarn Halloween collection. The first time I ever bought from Sewrella Yarn was the Halloween collection in 2020, and these are yarns from that collection. I had planned on purchasing from the Halloween collection this year and decided that I needed to finish last year's yarns before I bought any more. And so that was my goal. I finished these 3 pairs of socks before my yarn was delivered. Not before I ordered it, but before my yarn was delivered. So these are the Cornish cream tea socks by Helen Stewart. And this is, I don't remember which sock base this is from Sewrella Yarn. If I had to guess, I would think it's their, I can't remember the name of it, the one that has nylon on it in it, because there's one that's 100% superwash. It's not that one. This is the colorway Thackery Binx, and I am very happy with them. I knit them on a US 0 needle. That is my needle of choice for socks. That's just the fabric comes out perfectly for me, and I knit the small size. Next, these are my favorite. This is the same base from Sewrella Yarn in the Billy colorway. These socks are the Damson Gin socks by Ambrose Smith, and they are part of a collection. I think it's the Miss Marple collection. I love these. These were my first toe-up socks, my first short rose heel socks, and my first picot bind-off. I love a picot bind-off. It is so pretty. They fit really well. Last but not least, same base, different color. This is the Dani colorway from the Hocus Pocus 2020 collection from Sewrella Yarn. And the pattern is the picnic blanket socks by Curious Handmade. I used a US 0. I used a US 0 on the Billy socks as well. And I knit the small size. I have a size 8 foot. And I just really love them. I also did an Eye of Partridge heel. Helen usually does a slip stitch heel flap in hers, but I always modify to do an Eye of Partridge heel because it just fits me better. All right, so that is it for things for myself. Next, these are recently finished Christmas projects. I always do striped socks for the kids and my husband every year. So I let them pick out what Knit Picks Felici self-striping sock yarn they like. This is a size 10 men's foot in the Mermaid Tails colorway, and I used the toe up short rose heel skills that I learned from the Damson Gin socks, US 0 needles, and I just knit until I was about to run out of yarn. In fact, this one I had to rip back twice because twice I tried to bind off and I didn't have enough yarn. So that is that he wanted long socks, and so that is what he's getting. Next, these are for my husband. I think this is the Game Over colorway from, it's Felici self-striping sock from Knit Picks. Same method, toe up, short rose heel. I did the surprisingly stretchy bind off on both of them. In fact, actually it's another pair of socks. That is just what I like. I did try to bind off just per the pattern without doing the extra yarn over in between the stitches, and it wasn't stretchy enough, so I did the extra yarn over in between the stitches, and it fits great. And then this is the colorway Side Pony. I don't think they've had this for a while. I had these skeins in my stash for quite a long time, but toe up, short rose heel, picot bind off, because it's so adorable. I love how they don't match. My daughter will love how they don't match as well. And this will fit a child 2.5 foot. And then these just got done blocking. These are from the yarn is from the tonal collection for autumn from Sewrella Yarn. This is the Chateau colorway. These are the Vapor socks from Curious Handmade, Helen Stewart. I have bought her mystery sock, the Handmade Sock Society. I've bought it for 2 or 3 years and have not knit all the socks, so I'm just going through all of them. I don't know which collection it was from, but it is definitely a Handmade Sock Society pattern, and I knit it per pattern, but I did the Eye of Partridge heel, and it smells really good because I used Sewrella yarn or wool wash on that. It was the I Smell Snow scent, which was a bestseller from 2020, so they don't have it anymore, but it's from their Gilmore Girls collection. Okay, so that is finished objects, and now I'm going to talk about current projects. I need to move everything over here. I think I'm okay. I did not put everything where I needed to grab it. Okay, so I am on my last set of striped socks for our oldest son, toe up, short rose heel, surprisingly stretchy bind off, and this colorway, I don't remember. They have it in the shop now. Speed Racer. It is the Speed Racer colorway. US 0 needles. I use the Chiago red lace. I do it magic loop. And this is one of the stitch markers from the Hocus Pocus collection from Sewrella. They collaborated with Hello Lavender Design last year. And so those are gonna be finished this weekend, I'm determined. Next, oh, nope, that's not a project yet. Yep. I am also working on, after all of my Christmas knitting is done, I am working on an Angelus Novus by Renee Callahan. This was my birthday cast on last year. This is in the Vulpine DK yarn from Little Fox Yarns, and the colorway is Chasing Blue Skies. It is insanely soft. I cannot wait to finish this. It's gonna be so nice. But this is basically the back of the sweater. It almost kind of starts like a shawl, but this is the back, and then I'll split for the sleeves and knit the body in. I'm very excited to finish that because it's very soft. I think it's gonna be very nice. All right, here's another knitting project. This one is from 2018, and I have decided to give this to my sister-in-law because she really loves knitted items. And this is the Dust of Snow wrap. If you've ever seen Helen Stewart's Knit Vent patterns, this is from her Knit Vent 2018. This is meant for 24 minis, like an Advent mini, but I decided to do it in a pink and a gray, and then there'll be another pink on the other end. And it is so squishy. So these are Hey Sister Yarn Co. Yarns, which they are not dyeing yarn anymore. So it's a pink, a gray, and a pink from them. And it's knit up with the alpaca lace from Knit Picks and Sophia. So you hold it 2 strands of alpaca lace with 1 strand of fingering, and it literally makes the squishiest, softest fabric. I think she's gonna be very happy with it. I am about halfway done with that. So I am glad that it's gonna go to someone who will love it very much. All right, and then I think that is it for current projects. I have some more that I do have to start, but I will talk about those in future knitting projects. Let's talk about things I've purchased recently. I have some things that I cannot show you because I have wound them up and put them in bags. But I can show you some of them in skeins, and then when I get to future knitting projects, I'll show you the rest of that yarn. So I bought some stuff from the Sewrella Autumnal Tonals collection, which is their ready to ship. Some of them I got for a sweater. It's in a bag, so I'm probably not gonna get that out. But I got these. This is cashmere and this is Lodge. And these bases are both their nylon socks. Nope, this is 80/20 superwash, and this is the 100% superwash merino wool. I got this possibly for a sweater, or else I probably would have gotten the nylon if I was gonna make it into socks. I think I'll put this in a sweater at some point, or a shawl. But I also got like a couple other cream colors, and then like blue, brown, butterscotch to go into a Mackworth, but I'm probably gonna talk about that in a different episode. Along with the fall yarns, I got their fall hand cream. It's called Home. It smells like fall on your skin. It smells so good. I love it. This is my second tub. The first one I got their old packaging, which is, it's all silver, but they've come out with these new packages that are like plastic and metal. So good. It smells so good. So then of course I had to get another thing of their wool wash. This one is their house blend, and so it is sweet vanilla, spice, chai, and cedarwood. Every time I try to buy the wool wash in this scent, which is Home, it's completely sold out. So every Friday I try to buy it, but it's always sold out. It's that good. All right, and then they had their Halloween collection, which was Sarah Good. So they centered it around the Salem witch trials, and it was really interesting kind of reading about that. I know probably as much as anyone else does about the Salem witch trials, but it's just kind of interesting to see it like kind of inspiring yarn. So I will show the ones I haven't skeined up, and then I'll show you the other ones with the future knitting projects. So I got a skein of the Witch House, and I got 100% superwash merino wool in that. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. I should have gotten nylon, but it's fine. This is also their classic sock base in Salem. I got some of their classic bulky in Coven. I'm going to make this into some ear warmers. And then I decided to try their Surrey base. I don't knit with Surrey a lot, but I wanted to try it out. This one is called 1692. So I'm kind of interested to pair that with something. I think that'll be fun. So that is it for Sewrella. And then I have a lot of knitting bags. I follow This Handmade Life on Instagram. If you don't follow her and you love knitting bags, you need to follow her. And she has really beautiful sock patterns as well, but I love her knitting bags. I've had one for a couple years, and then this year she's been making like some more. She makes them kind of consistently, but I feel like she's made more recently, which I'm really happy about because I got a lot. So I got an extra small pouch in this beautiful fall print with little mushrooms and snails. So this would probably be a Notions pouch. It's the extra small size. And then I got a small zippered pouch in this beautiful winter design. You could fit a lot in this, I think. And she says how much you can fit in the bags on her Etsy shop, but that would probably be like a really great sock project bag. Then I got another small in this pattern. So cute. I got a medium drawstring bag. I feel like this is very Christmassy, but you could use this any time of year. Then I got this medium zippered pouch. This one is really, I was not expecting this. This is like a wax canvas bottom. So when you open it up, it is very sturdy and will stand up on its own, which I love. I love a bag to just like set on the floor and my yarn's in it and I'm like knitting from it. I love a sturdy bag, but her fabrics that she used this time in this update, they really got me. But also I was making a lot of plans for knitting and like winding up yarn and kind of getting it all put in bags, and I ran out of knitting bags, so I felt like I just needed a few more. Then I got this medium drawstring with like cookies and hot cocoa and just all the cozy things. And I really like that it has this, if you wanted to walk and knit, you could. I'm not that coordinated, but that is an option. And that is it for recent acquisitions. So I wanted to share some of my future knitting plans. I think the only one I really have to share is a pair of socks and a sweater. So I am going to be starting another pair of socks in this Pirates of the Caribbean colorway from Sewrella Yarn. They did a Disneyland collection earlier this year. And I am going to make the dorsal fin socks. That's what it's called. Dorsal socks. I felt like I should say dorsal fin because it said dorsal. I don't know why. But that is what it looks like. I felt like Pirates of the Caribbean, water, and dorsal felt like they belong to each other. So I will be doing a contrast heel in this color. It has been in here a while, so it is coming loose. So that'll be fun. That'll be after Christmas and my birthday, which leads me to my birthday cast on, which is going to be a Junction sweater by Andrea Mowry. I do not have the pattern printed right now, but it's basically, I think it's a circular yoke and it's all one color, but it has color work kind of like interspersed throughout the sweater. And if you use like a variegated yarn, you just like see the little bits of color throughout. So I am going to use Coven from the Sarah Good collection from Sewrella Yarn. And my variegated yarn is going to be the Sarah Good colorway. I feel like this, like a dark gray with this, it's gonna be so pretty. And this is a color that I would wear a lot too. I'm really bad for just picking pretty yarns regardless of whether or not they fit into my wardrobe, but I'm trying to be better about that. So that is that, and that's gonna be my birthday cast on the beginning of December. So hopefully I will have another episode come up before Christmas, because then I'll share with you my Christmas Eve cast on. And I think that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you would like to, and hit the like button and let me know what you think. And then I would love to connect with you over on my social media channel, mostly Instagram, but that will be linked down below. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.